Norman,
Yeah.
after 30 years of having this business, what is the number one myth that you would like to bust? Welcome back to the Sussex Sign Company. Today we thought it'd be a good idea to introduce you to some of the team, get them to bust some myths and maybe clear up some misconceptions about the industry. So, Lana, as the first point of contact for so many of our clients, what is one of the things that you just wish they knew more about your role?
The fact that getting things online doesn't mean you're getting what you want.
Okay.
It really, really doesn't. Have you checked that you're getting the fixings for it? Have you checked that your artwork's correct? Have you checked that it's actually the correct size? Have you checked so much stuff? Mm-hmm. They don't check. People don't check. People don't realise.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and you go, look, we've got 30 years experience. We work with you. You can talk to me. If something goes wrong, you can call me and I'll fix it. And you just have to get them to compare apples to apples. Yeah. Is it the same? No, it's not.
No.
And you get to work with me.
What's your myth? What are you talking about?
My myth is timelines.
Ah, you're doing the timeline.
The famous timeline. We always ask for it from the get-go.
So knowing right at the beginning when it needs to be finished by.
It releases the stress, the running of everybody all over the place trying to get the job done properly. And there's nothing worse than when you're rushing, haste makes waste.
Absolutely. So design team, can you tell us what kind of things you wish clients knew more about when it comes to designing signage and branding?
Oh, like putting it on a page.
Oh, can't you just slap it on a page for me?
Yeah. Say a client phones up and they're like, oh, I need this design by, it's Tuesday and they need it by Thursday. And we're juggling with other jobs as well. We've got to go through the admin, it's got to go through sales and it's got to come through us, and then we've got to do the admin, we've got to do the artwork. If we're missing artwork, it's a nightmare because then we'll be chasing back and forth.
Yeah.
And obviously we try and get it done as quickly as possible, but if we're missing stuff.
Okay. Can we do both of those?
Photos for vehicles.
Photos for vehicles is so big because without that we're a bit blind and there's so much spec on the vehicle. If we haven't got that right spec, then we just can't, guarantee what's like for like. We don't want a vehicle turning up and it's...
Yeah, gutting if your artwork goes on
which has happened.
Old vehicle and it was designed on a new template.
One of the biggest things that we come across is sort of file formats, realistically. So, there's different files that you can work with, but generally speaking, you can't do great deals with a JPEG file. We'd rather have a vectored file, which is like a PDF or an AR file, meaning we can make that sort of any size. It's not going to lose quality as where JPEG effectively would. Say you had a JPEG, for example, that's effectively like someone handing me a piece of paper with a photo on it. I can't really do anything from it because there's no physical shapes or outlines for me to work with and for my machines to understand.
So we're here in the production department. Tristram, can you tell me a few things that you wish people knew more about what you do?
I wish people knew that all the preparation that goes on, there's so much more to it than putting the design work onto the material.
So with a sign like this, what does it take to get it to this point? A lot.
Yeah. Well, you've got to get Dan to make the graphics, Ryan and Ruby to design the whole thing, and then you've got to get the sign people involved to make the signs, and then we come in and clean it, measure it up and stick it down.
Absolutely. Norman, after 30 years of having this business, what is the number one myth that you would like to bust?
If we know your budget, we can help you get the absolute best product for your price. So it's a bit like going to a car showroom. If you go to a car showroom, you say, I've got X amount of money to spend. What's the type of car that I can do for that? And if you've got £1,000, they'll show you the cars for £1,000. If you've got £150,000, they'll show you cars for £150,000. There is nothing worse than going in wanting a £150,000 car and actually only having £10,000 to pay for it. Because we call that champagne taste and lemonade pockets. But at the end of the day, if you're honest with us and you turn around and say, look, I've got a budget of say £3,000 for the sign on my shop front, we can actually give you some fantastic products for £3,000. But what we won't do is try and sell you a £7,000 sign for £3,000. And likewise, we won't sell you a £1,000 sign if you've got £3,000 to spend. Because the best possible thing you can do is have the best possible sign on your building. And that's sometimes worth paying for.
Nice. So the number one myth I would like to bust is kind of the sign industry itself. I think it's an industry that if you've been following us for a while, you might have started to see that there's quite a lot that goes into our industry and falls under that umbrella. But in reality, most people have never heard of it before. It is such a massive industry. Pretty much everywhere you go, you're going to see an awful lot of signs, whether it's a high street, a supermarket, the petrol station, or any kind of school or hospital. Most places that we visit have thousands of signs all around us. And I think today, hopefully, we've shown you a few of the things that kind of get a little bit lost on the journey from someone who's never considered signage before to suddenly they need signage and they need to think about all these different things. But that's the beauty of the Sussex Sign Company. We live in this industry all day, every day. We are trained to consider every little element of your project so that you don't have to worry about it, because we will worry about it for you. So we're sorry in advance if we ask you an awful lot of questions. We promise we're not trying to make it difficult, but we just want to make sure that we get it right for you, because there are so many different elements to think about. If your friend came to you tomorrow and they said, okay, Lana, I'm thinking about getting a sign, what's the number one thing you'd want them to know about in advance?
What's your budget? That is a very big question, because then I can make them the best thing to their budget.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, we want to work with people, not mess them over.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool.
Know what you want.
Yeah. I think, to summarise, at the end of the day, we can pretty much produce anything for you, but as long as we're given what we need to make that happen, then that's the biggest part of it, really. Without those fundamental parts, we will struggle to get it over the line for you.
Yeah, I mean, we could send you options, but it'd be a never-ending cycle, wouldn't it? Until you know what you actually want. You'd have to have a vision in the back of your mind to start with, and that's even if it's like the tiniest thing, like I like that font or I like that colour. That's fine. I can create so many things for you, but it's only so far we can go.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of people ask me this, especially on their cars, when they're like, oh, I'll do it myself, and then they try it, but they don't know, number one, how to squeegee. They don't, if things go wrong, they haven't got a heat gun or anything, they don't measure, and then it all just goes a bit AWOL, and they end up coming here or getting someone else to do it, just get it done properly, really.
Yeah. So, if you had a friend that asked you tomorrow... I
haven't got any friends.
Okay. What would be the main thing you would tell them?
Less is more.
Yeah. And what do you mean by that?
Don't clutter your signs or your vans up with lots of waffle, and don't list everything you do in a great big long list. Make sure you put your company name on it, your contact details, and you may put a brief description of what you do.
Just because it's a practical sign doesn't mean it can't be attractive. So in my mind, I think of things like parking signs or opening hours, or those signs that are there to inform or direct, or they're there for a practical reason as opposed to decoration. that doesn't mean they can't be on brand, and the right colours and all of that kind of design side of it to make it fit with the building rather than looking like you just forgot about it and slapped it on afterwards.
What is the one thing I want to... No matter whether you're a personal friend or whether you're somebody off the street, you'll get it straight as it comes. You're not going to get any preferential treatment, no matter if the queue's 6 people in front of you. You're number 7.
Yeah.
You're not going to get preferential treatment, but we will treat you like our best friend.
Absolutely. Nice. No, we know that. We know you haven't got any friends, Dogman. I said that earlier. So thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it and maybe even learned something that you can take through to your next signage project. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and leave a comment for us. Let us know what else you'd like to see. Thanks again. See you next time. Graphic design ASMR.
Sounded like someone out of The Walking Dead.
I can make some really weird noises.
I know what it's like. I'll get excited and then I'll start talking and then I won't be able to ask him and then we'll have to do it again. Okay?
I can't help it, I get excited.
No, I
I
know,
love
that's
it.
a good thing, but I'm just preempting that this
Okay,
time.
yeah.
Cool.
Have you videoed that bit?
Probably. Are you moving Phil Collins out of the way?
You should be like.
Well,
You should be.
I thought that was why you did it.
No, because we was talking about Phil, and we was like, "Oh, I need to decorate my desk," and then
So you went with Phil Collins?
yes.
Cool. I think there might be two. No, I'm not sure now. See, this is why I needed to spit it outside. I love
549.
it. Like literally.
There's so much more that... Well, I've forgotten it. What
So
is it?
Teacher's pet.
Teacher's pet. Well, if the cat fits.
I know whose car I'm hitting next.
Like this. Maisie was talking, I was like, think of everything else, anything else.
Signs.
It's just signs, isn't it?
Font. Arial.
Times New Roman.